And look out for a warm welcome now for Nicholas Woodbridge of Great Britain. He's got himself back into serious training. They had a training camp at high altitude to prepare for this competition, and that was evidenced in a very strong performance from the British men in terms of their swim. So obviously the cardiovascular training that they did there at high altitude would have helped them. And Nick Woodbridge here just preparing, just using up the 30 seconds to settle his horse. As he approaches fence number 1. A little bit close there to number 2 there, Georgina.
Yeah, Nick's actually quite an experienced rider, so it looks to me like he's had a little bit of problems in the warm-up, but he just got jumped number 2 completely wrong there. So just getting himself together, clean over 3 and 4. So obviously is a horse that, while it looks like it's really trying to go forward, it equally you need to keep the leg on. So it's the energy to nice down through there and over 6. So looking at the jump as he comes around the corner, making sure he gets the line right into 7. Just breaking into a trot. He's got to keep his leg on. He's got to keep this horse moving forward. Clean down over 7 and 8. Try to get this line right into the big oxer of number 9, clearing at number 9, and over the upright number 10. Just got to keep the energy around the corner. Over number 11, the oxer, just knocking that, but clear over number 12. So 2 knockdowns there for Nick, so he'll be pleased with that.
Yeah, Nick Woodbridge there just knocking down 2 rails, so unfortunately for him just succumbs to 40 penalty points there, 20 for each rail. My apology, it was just 1 rail that he took down overall, so it's just 20 penalty points. So a very strong round from Nick Woodbridge, and the crowd appreciated that because that keeps him in strong contention there for Nick Woodbridge. He's just having a little bit of trouble with the horse in the warm-up area here, but thankfully all is well.
Leading score, and that's what the final 4 athletes will need to try to beat. So the final 4 athletes, the 4 athletes who were positioned in the top 4 positions after the fence and swim this morning. The first one of those will be Ilya Frolov. Now, Ilya Frolov was second in the fence. That's what's underpinned his strong 2 event score. He's also the 2008 World Champion. In the field today, we've got the 2008, 2009 and the 2010 World Champion. Just underline what a strong field we have at this 2009 London World Cup. So, the 2008 World Champion, Ilya Frolov, representing Russia, coming into his ride in 4th.
Russia's Ilya Frolov, after a very strong fence this morning where he finished 2nd, he comes in 4th place overall with a consistent swim. And he'll be hearing from the other runners and riders as to how it's gone this morning. There is, of course, just 3 more athletes after Ilya Frolov. A highly experienced athlete, but I wonder if the riding element is one that suits him, Georgina.
Probably not one of his strongest disciplines again, but he, you know, he's a fantastic runner, Frolov. So what he needs to do is ensure that he puts himself probably top 6, top 8 to give himself a good chance of doing something special here. So every pole is going to be expensive. Nicely over number 1. He's actually riding nicely here. You can see he's got a nice still lower leg. He's not moving his leg too much. And soft hand, so he's letting the horse jump because he got the approach that jump wrong. Didn't get the stride right, but because he's soft, the horse was able to clear the jump for him. Just getting a little bit quicker now here. Didn't get the right line into down through that treble. Just needs to just bring this horse back. It's just starting to speed up, so the horse is going to start getting flat, but over A and B. And over 8. Again, 11, just needed to get this line right round to number 9, what is up to height, 1m20 Oxer. Just getting tight into that, but just knocking the last pole. The horse did well there, over 10. Just steady into number 11, just knocking number 11. And down over 12. Yeah, he's got the stride on going to 11 and 12, just letting the horse run on just a little bit too much. But he'll be, he does love to clear round, but to be honest, 3 down, four rails down, sorry, isn't too bad for him.
Yep, Ilya Frolov did well to give the horse its head to get out of its way, but it just seemed to get away from there slightly at the end, and he knocked down those 4 rails, as Georgina had mentioned. Of course, that's 80 penalty points for you. But at that stage, a reasonably consistent ride. Given what's gone on before, Frolov, as again Georgina had mentioned, will hope to find himself in the top 6, top 8 come the start of the combined. And we will give you the start time of that very, very shortly once we get all the full results in. But we hope you're enjoying all of the coverage. It's a real pleasure to be here, packed arena. We're about a year out from the Olympic Games. A great joy to be bringing you all of the action here. And obviously we're happy to try and do justice just to the amount of effort and training that these guys are putting in on your behalf, in terms of giving you great entertainment. And indeed, it's great to have Georgina's expert view, because it does educate, it does help you to understand exactly what's going on, myself included, and that all adds to the enjoyment. And we're just waiting now for the 3rd to last athlete to go here, and it's the youngest of the South Korean trio, Chung Jin-ah. And Chung Jin-ah managed to qualify in the Oceania Olympic qualification event. I think he just forgot where he was for a second there. But he has secured an Olympic spot already. Now obviously there'll be internal competition within the team, so you have to work hard to ensure that he's the main man come London time, come Olympic time. But it's Chung Jin-ah, the South Korean here. Nice show of etiquette, as is customary at the start. And he looks to have this horse under control. A reasonable match for size for one. Sometimes you see the horses who look dwarfed by the massive frames of these athletes, but they seem to be a reasonably good fit. Can that transfer itself into rapport and good rhythm? We shall soon see. Good speed over fence number 1. Good distancing on 2, and a nice wide turn here, Georgina.
Yeah, impressed by how Jung has improved his riding. You know, that's how he's got himself a quota place at the Olympics, but he's just letting his reins get quite long here, and he's just shortened his reins up, because otherwise this horse is going to run away from him. But he's managing okay at the moment, but this horse is getting faster and faster, so just wanted to take a hold here around this corner. He's letting it run on over A and B, and clear over 8, so he's clear so far, but could really do with getting those reins a little bit shorter. The longer you have them, the more difficult it is to manoeuvre yourself around the corner. But he's clear over 10, just needs to get this approach right to number 11. Nicely over 11, and down over UK Sport jump number 12.
Chung Jin-ah there, looking really speedy there on quite an excitable horse, but he did well to control what could have been a temperamental horse there, but just the 1 rail, and that 20-point deduction there for Chung Jin-ah. And a nice bow to the crowd there, who really appreciated that. Just incredible speed. The youthful Chung Jin-ah, of course, one of the 3 Korean athletes, did well to manage the horse, just to give it its head, to give it room, to give it space to do what it wanted to do, and that will serve him very well, because obviously he came in here in 3rd position overall. So good work from Chung Jin-ah, the South Korean. And up next here we have Pavlo Kurpolyansky, and Kurpolyansky of course